Yes, and we are back on a beautiful Saturday. We just got done talking about Team USA. The list is very debatable, even among the coaches. You have an argument to make with other collegiate coaches that are more deserving. We're going to go from the association to college football. Yes, college football. Again, college football is a year-round sport now with the coverage. And the guy in the limelight, as always, is Coach Prime. And CBS Sports covered this. Will Backus, great writer. They cover the story about a lot of transfers. It's no secret to anybody. Let me start here. It's no secret to anybody that Coach Prime is the transfer portal king outside of Jeff Brom at Louisville. However, there have been some notable guys that's left. And Tuesday, Colorado has seen a plethora of players enter with the intentions of playing elsewhere, while the exodus includes both former starters and young blue chip prospects. Again, it's not news. Really, players come and go all the time, unless this has some significance. And I think Sanders answered my question by saying, and I quote, "I wish you guys would do a little more homework when you start talking about the portal and understand what we're losing. Let's just understand what we're losing." In other words, so and I'm with Sanders on this one. I'm with Coach Prime. Now, Deion isn't worried about kids who leave. You coach who's on the roster. And then you should, then you can have that shoulda, woulda, coulda nonsense. All that goes out the window because you just got a coach who's on the team. You can't worry about this big star kid left and if he was still here. You can't do any of that. Now, even when a reporter chimed in with the answer of potential depth and starters, Sanders shut him down, saying, and I quote, "We're good. I trust our recruiting team. I trust our coaches. Please have some faith in me. We're good. We're all right." What happens with the portal, man, and what you guys need to know, a lot of people are fighting for backups. And when a guy's a starter and he transfers, you really got to think about that. Is he really that? That's an excellent response. And that's an excellent way to handle that. Because if I'm a starter somewhere and I'm getting majority of the time in the minutes, why would I leave for greener pastures? And somebody's going to say, oh, the NIL, this and that. But no, if you're competing against the elite and you plan on doing this on the next level, then why would I leave my situation? I would not leave my situation. I got it baked in. I know all of the plays. I know where I'm supposed to be lined up at. I just look at different guys I'm facing within the conference. I open up everything. I get with my coaches. We watch film. We have a scouting report. Why would I leave that situation? That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. Because not everybody in the transfer portal is getting NIL money. Kids just have the ability to go where they want to go and hopefully make an impact. But he's absolutely right on that one. Coach Prime continues. I don't know how many starters have really transferred around the country. I don't think we got some coming in for a visit pretty soon, maybe even this weekend. But we can't attract those type of players. I don't think we're losing those type of players. And if we do, we're good. Again, I liked everything with that. And exactly, I'm on Prime's side when he kind of throws out that mantra of next man up. Because remember, when Bill Belichick was doing that in the pros, everybody just adopted it as this macho bravado. Next man up, next man up. Don't matter who this guy is. Well, here's a coach. He's telling you by proxy, hey, look, next kid up. I'm not worried about this kid leaving, that kid leaving. Next kid up. So if it wasn't a problem for Belichick, why is it a problem for Coach Prime? And then he says the obvious. We're making a big deal out of nothing. We are making a big deal out of nothing. And really, that's how the sports cycle is gone. You're making a big deal out of nothing. So I get Prime, I get where he's coming from, but I also want to go ahead and tell you who's leaving, but also what's the reality. And we'll get into that when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Drop the spot. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Download the app, order online, or visit your good folks at your local Subway. If you go online now at Subway, you can go ahead and order the Subway Sidekicks. Yay! That's a foot-long cookie, that's a churro or a pretzel. You can put that with any sub of your choosing. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. All right. So when we last left off, Coach Prime was saying that people are making a big deal out of nothing because kids come and go in a portal all the time, and I get that. Now the Buffaloes have lost former 5-star cornerback Cormani McClain and the number 1 corner prospect in the class of 2023 entered the portal after 1 year with the Buffaloes. So did the former starting right tackle Savion Washington. So yes, those are high-profile names. And anytime kids with that kind of resume, when they go to another school and they leave Deion Sanders circus, because that's what it is. Let's be honest. It's Deion Sanders circus. It's got a lot of fanfare. They garner a lot of attention. He's packing the stadiums. They're selling all kind of merchandise. And the TV ratings have been off the charts for any game that they play in. Doesn't matter if they're competitive or not, but they have to be there because you've got rappers on the sidelines, celebrities are flying in, you have former pros on the sideline. This thing has been, like I say, it's a circus. Some people can thrive in that atmosphere. Some people can't. Some people can't. But Deion is always going to be in the spotlight. That's just the way it is. So I don't begrudge coaches or players for going for something that's a little bit more their speed. But again, like Sanders is saying, this is a lot to do about nothing. Because the Buffaloes signed 24 transfer prospects during the winter window and recently received a commitment from former Ohio State tight end Sam Hart. So those 2 names left, they got 24 guys out of the portal. And they got Ohio State tight end. They're in the Big 12 this year. Them, Arizona State. So the conference isn't a hell of a conference. It isn't the one that's going to be out there. It's really a conference made up of middle-of-the-road teams. So he doesn't have to worry about being in the Big 10 with Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana, Penn State, Oregon, USC, Washington. He doesn't have to worry about getting his head kicked in with that. And I think his system and that conference is going to yield him a big result and a big return. I look for I look for Colorado to be one of those top teams in a top heavy conference like that, because I don't think Kansas State is going to be something to talk about. I don't think Kansas is going to be anything to talk about. When I look across across the conference, Arizona State and Oklahoma State, those may be his other two opponents. So those three teams, they'll be the top three teams in that conference year in and year out. But again, the Big 12, this is going to be their debut, and he's got the kids, he's got the resources, and he's the cash cow really of that conference now. So again, is this a lot to do about nothing, or is Deion putting on a great poker face? Let me know what you think. A lot more show to go. This is Big Bernadette Stupid. We'll be back.